Give out team grades for the 2023 season. And this part will be the SEC. So firstly, we got Missouri. But again, some people think I'm the biggest Missouri hater, but I gave them an A+. That's because I speak facts, and they deserved it. But Elijah Drinkwitz, who came into the season on the hot seat, and a lot of us thought if he had a bad season that he would get fired even mid-season, but he did the complete opposite. Now, I think they were a little overrated. Yes, they did beat Kansas State, but it was by a miracle, and they did lose to LSU, who say also lost to Ole Miss. Well, theoretically, Missouri was the 5th best team in the SEC, but it doesn't matter. Going 10-2 is awesome, especially for a program as poverty in recent years as Missouri. It's more than deserving, but they get their A+. Next, we got Ole Miss. And people hated on this team, and I don't know why. They were the 3rd best team in the SEC, and the top 2 teams were probably a top 5 team in the nation. That Bama game wasn't like it was a blowout. If Ole Miss would have pulled it out, they would have been going to the conference championship game, having a shot to go to the playoffs. It is a great improvement from their 8-win season last year, so they get an A. Next is Georgia, and they get a B+. And no, it is not only because they lost to Alabama. They played South Carolina, Auburn, and Georgia Tech. And all of those teams weren't very good this year. And all those games were very close games. Georgia just flat out wasn't that good this year. At least to Georgia standards. You had a chance to beat Bama and go to the playoffs, and you choked it. But you still went 11-1, so you get a B+. Finally, we got Bama. They had almost a flawless season on paper, but if you watch the games, they almost lost to USF, they almost lost to Arkansas, and they almost lost to Auburn. The team had very low lows and very high highs. They did end up going to the playoffs, and their only blemish on their regular season was Texas. So for all those reasons, they get a very solid A.